Well, today's December 17th or day 17 or Luke chapter 17, only 8 days to Christmas. Right now I'm in the airport out in Houston on my way to Orlando with my 3 sons. Just drinking some coffee. Which leads me to today's verse, thinking of my sons. It says this, "Then he, Jesus, said to the disciples, 'It's impossible that no offenses should come, but woe to him through whom they do come. It would be better for him if a millstone,'" remember that word millstone, "'were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones,'" as in children. That's Luke chapter 17, verse 1 through 2. Here's my thought. Last year, about this time, on a wonderful Tuesday evening, I was leaving a disc golf course outside of Orlando in Florida with my sons, ones that are with me right now. It was dark. Had to cross a major highway. I mean, it was just lots of traffic. I was patient, but the man behind me was not. And as soon as I drove to the middle of the highway, he blew right past me on the left-hand side. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I almost turned into it. So, obviously, I laid on my horn for about 30 plus seconds while I floored it and drove or followed right behind him. And of course, my sons are laughing their heads off. Now listen, I don't recommend nor condone any of my actions in that moment. Was I angry? Would I have done something and let it escalate beyond that? Nah, there's no point in that, and no telling where it would have went. But I still checked my heart later on that night with the Lord, just to make sure that I was good. Because they, or that driver, they could have hurt my sons, my lambs. So I wasn't just going to smile and wave. Come on, somebody. You know what I mean? You're dad, you do. Listen, I've read where folks have said that Jesus' reference to that millstone, there's that thing earlier, it was hung around their neck in this scripture, was a one-ton stone that was hung around the neck of anyone who would attempt to undermine childlike faith of his children. We should never do that. Never. Jesus was also a shepherd who would fight to protect those he loved, his lambs. I get that. I love my lambs, and I know you do too. All right, see you guys in chapter 18. Teenagers, but I love them.